Here's an overview of how to use your pelvic wand. First, let's go over the clock analogy for finding different places in your pelvic floor. Imagine a clock face between your sit bones. Straight up is 12 o'clock, straight down is 6 o'clock, the right side's 3 o'clock, and the left side's 9 o'clock. The first thing you're gonna do once you're laying on your back, semi-reclined in bed, with the wand clean, you're gonna take some lubricant, put a blob on some tissue or paper towel, and then roll the tip of the wand in the lubricant to evenly coat it. Next, insert the wand into the vaginal opening. Don't worry, it's not going to go in any further than it's supposed to, because you'll feel this part that starts to curve upward press against the labia and pubic bone on the outside of your body. This part is very similar to the length of my finger. Once you slide it in, if you want to treat the first layer, the superficial layer, you don't have to worry about rotating it yet. You're just going to move it side to side and downward on diagonals like a bar. So insert it, press it first directly to your right side towards 3 o'clock. Press for about 20 or 30 seconds, which you can just count as 3 really deep, slow, relaxed breaths. Then release the pressure a little bit, meaning you just bring the wand back to midline, and then press again to the side. Each spot, you're gonna press on about 3 to 5 times. Okay. So that was 3 o'clock. The next spot you're gonna aim for is gonna feel like diagonally down towards your right buttocks. We could call this the 4 or 5 o'clock zone. So again, if you're just treating the outer layer, you're just gonna move the wand like a bar. So you can just press the side of the wand downwards on a diagonal towards that spot, keeping it inserted in the vaginal canal. Okay. After you've pressed there 3 to 5 times, now you can imagine that you're gonna skip over 6 o'clock to 7 or 8 o'clock. And again, you can put some downwards diagonal pressure towards the middle of the left buttocks. And then finally, 9 o'clock is going to be directly lateral to the left, or you could think of it as just towards your left hip. You're going to push the whole wand like a bar to that left side. Now let's go over the clock analogy for the deep layer. Okay. Now you're going to slide the wand all the way in until you hit that part that rises upwards. Now, to get to 3 o'clock, you're gonna have to turn the wand. Otherwise, the tip will just be pointing straight into the vaginal canal. So you're gonna rotate the handle of the wand to your left, but internally, that's gonna allow the tip to point towards 3 o'clock. Okay. To bring the tip of the wand into contact with the muscle bellies, you're going to tilt the wand like a seesaw. So when the outer handle goes to your left, the inner tip is going to sink more deeply towards that right deep hip. Okay. And again, you're going to press for about 20 to 30 seconds or 3 deep breaths, 3 to 5 times with breaks in between. To move it to the next point, you want to move it back to the center so you relieve that pressure on the muscles. Then you're going to rotate the wand so that the handle on the outside goes diagonally up towards the left, but internally, the tip is going to be aiming diagonally downwards, sort of again towards the center of your right buttocks. This would be your 4 or 5 o'clock point. By tilting the wand like a seesaw, you're going to increase pressure in the muscle belly. To move it, come back to center. Especially in the deep layer, you can skip over 6 o'clock so you don't put pressure on the rectum. Okay. And your next point would be your 7 or 8 o'clock point. Now, on the outside, the handle is going to be diagonally up towards your right. But on the inside, the tip is going to be diagonally towards your left. By rocking or tilting the wand like a seesaw, you're going to bring that tip into the muscle belly. After you've pressed for 3 to 5 times to reposition it, you're going to bring it back to the center, and you can turn it one more time. And now you're going to be pulling towards your right thigh, but internally, the tip is going to be sinking into your 9 o'clock point or towards your deep left hip.